Hi, I'm Azim Edwin. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, but I live in Austin, Texas, and this is my testimonial. I am currently serving as the secretary of the 100 Black Men of Austin, and I am a mentee of President Carl Spencer. I first met Carl when I was an undergraduate at the University of Texas. I had a friend who told me that I just needed to meet this guy. He was going to change my life. Conversating with him was so life-changing. And he ended up bringing me to Carl's office. And then we just ended up getting along really well, really fast. Carl definitely gave me advice about life. And Carl was one of those people that made himself available to all the students all the time, kept an open door policy, and really wanted to mentor and help students, especially young students of color. So I graduated from undergraduate at the University of Texas and left for a year and then came back, and I ended up going over to Carl Spencer's house with that same friend that introduced me to him. And Carl told me about this opportunity he had in the organization that he had become president of called the 100 Black Men of Austin. And so I quickly joined the 100 Black Men of Austin, and then Carl was very accommodating and very helpful and really wanted to mentor me. And so he told me that in order to help, since I didn't have money for dues, he would let me be secretary and essentially process a lot of the behind the scenes stuff in order to pay my way. Being a part of the 100 Black Men really changed my life. I had never been around such a group of enterprising Black men that made me want to take myself to the next level. And being put in a position of power in the organization so quickly also really did teach me a lot of things about being in boardrooms, about sending emails, about grinding and hustling that I had never seen out of other groups of Black men that I had been a part of. And it really made me want to aspire to be more. Shortly after joining, I was actually at lunch with another member of the 100, Robert Thomas, and his son. And Robert Thomas essentially convinced me the value of going and getting a JD and going to graduate school and striving to do more academically, because in my undergraduate career, I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. And so for a year and a half, I studied for the LSAT. I ended up getting into the public policy degree, but my dream was to go and get a dual degree with public policy and law. And I'm proud to say that recently I was admitted to the School of Law at the University of Texas, which is a great law school and definitely the best law school in the state. I never thought it would happen, and I can credit a lot of my success to the 100, who were always accommodating, always willing to push me further, always encouraging. And I think that I am a true representation of what they see is what they'll be. And I truly thank Carl Spencer and the rest of the executives at the 100 Black Men of Austin for pushing me further. So since Carl stuck his neck out for me so many times, put me in a position where I could have some influence, I immediately called Carl and texted Carl and spoke to him, and he got hype, and he really did just bask in my success. And it was really one of the most rewarding moments of my year, just because being a part of the 100 Black Men of Austin has really showed me what it's like to be a Black man, how to move when you are a Black man in America. And I thank Carl and the rest of the 100 for showing me the way. And I truly am a product of the motto, what they see is what they'll be. Thank you for listening to my testimony. I am 100% grateful of my experience in the 100 Black Men, and I think that I will be a member until the day that I die.